Hello, everybody. Hey, it's Michael here. I just thought I would do this little Facebook Live video, and I hope to be able to communicate more regularly with this group, especially through video format. Video just seems to be my more natural way of communicating versus simply posting written material. So, in my client work today, I'm really coming forward this idea of wanting healing, wanting clearing, wanting manifestation in life versus being open and available to clearing, to healing, to manifestation. I want you to just contemplate for a minute that those two things are not the same. Everyone on the planet wants their life or their circumstances to be different in some way, typically. There's some people who are achieving this high state of contentment and sort of this very Zen state, and that's cool. But that's not the majority of people. Many people, most people want a shift, a change to happen in some area of life. So there's no lack of wanting. I'm telling my clients this recently, there's no lack of, I want something to be different. But people confuse that with the idea that, therefore, I am available, ready, and open to the shift taking place. That's a really different energy. The reason it's a different energy, first of all, is that wanting something can often mean that we're external focused. It can mean that we're hoping that God or some other person or some circumstance we may have some investment in, we're sort of blaming that for holding us back or for not giving us what we're looking for in life. We may be holding blame on some external being or circumstance. And in order to come into a state of openness, availability, and readiness for what we're looking for, we have to take the personal responsibility for our own energy. We actually have to go within us. We have to look within us and realize that the external is always outpicturing the internal. This is something that the vast majority of people on the planet don't even begin to believe. At the same time, many of us who are consciously doing spiritual work, we do believe that. We do believe that our internal state of consciousness is affecting and is the channel through which external changes happen. However, at the same time, wanting something to shift in life isn't the same thing as necessarily being available and open to it shifting. Being available and open is a state of internal awareness. It's a state of letting go. It's a state of forgiveness. It's a state of freedom. It's a state where we can cultivate in meditation, in affirmative prayer. Yes, sometimes in clearing work itself, it can help us to get out of our own ways enough that we can become more receptive. But I want you to just take a deep breath in this moment. Just going within for a moment and really feeling into your body, feeling into your consciousness. And I want you to sense right now, how open and available am I to the good that I'm seeking? If you're looking for healing, if you're looking for increased expression of supply in the forms of money or other types of material items that you might need to attract, if you're looking for a relationship, you're looking for to more authentically show up on your spiritual path, check in with yourself and see if you can get a sense to shift from, I know I'm really wanting something, but am I open and available? Open and available is a little bit more passive. It doesn't mean that we're not going to take positive, inspired action. It just means that we let go for a moment of the outcome. We let go of our attachment. We let go of constantly trying to tell the universe, I want this, I need this, God give me this, God fix this. We let go of that. And we sit back, we listen, we become receptive, we become available, we become open. Good practices for this include yoga, qigong, meditation, stretching, walking, drinking water, having high vibrational food and herbs, anything that can increase life force, increase flow, lessen stress, lessen tension. Watching a funny movie, going out with a friend, having something really, really fun to do that's apart from I'm trying to make this manifest. Sometimes, I've noticed this a lot in my own life, when we let go completely of trying to make something happen, it shows up really quickly at that point. One of the reasons for that is that we've let go of the strain, the struggle, and what I would call sometimes the death grip that we're holding on that particular outcome. When we let go, Spirit already knows what we need. Spirit already knows what we want. We simply have to get out of that way so that we can allow it to come through us, and we can also allow ourselves to become open and receptive to what is wanting to show up in our life. Spiritual teachers that I often read say that we don't need to constantly be educating God about what we want. We don't have to constantly say, God, I know that you don't really know this, but I really need to have a relationship. I really need to have a healing. My body just needs a healing, and I just wish you'd give to me. That's the way a lot of people pray. But we're making God in our own image when we pray in that way. We are trying to educate God, as it were. And that is bound to fail because we are making God in our own image. We are bringing God down our sense of our own smallness and our sense of our own restriction. That is an unnecessary and ineffective way to get what we want in life. Just to recap, before I go on all day with this video, I want to just say that there is no lack of wanting in life. There's no lack of people saying to God, to the universe, praying to their deity of choice or whatever, I want this, I need this, please make it manifest for me. The first step beyond that is to come into an awareness that it is our own internal state of being that is always out picturing as our external state of affairs. That's the first step. And then, as we recognize that, we then get about shifting our internal state. Not educating God, not telling Spirit, I need this, please help me to manifest this. We don't need to do that. We need to get into a state of receptivity, into allowing, into deep listening, where we can relax, we can let go. Sometimes it's the exact opposite of what we think we need to do. Sometimes it's going out, doing something fun, watching. My options of choice here are often watching funny movies, doing stand-up specials, just having hilarious fun, whatever I can do. And when I get out of my own way, I notice sometimes the thing that I've been looking for, the thing that I haven't been even consciously aware, I'm kind of struggling around this, I'm kind of straining around this, it begins to show up often immediately, as soon as we get out of the way. One more deep breath. So I want you to take that deep breath. And let's just end with a final word of just affirmative prayer here on this video for my friends here at You Are the Answer. Only for you. So let's just go within for a moment, and just in this moment be aware. There is an infinite presence of good, infinite presence of love, infinite presence of healing. Abundance is, joy is, peace is, healing is, wholeness is. All needs met and all is well is actually a synonym for the divine, synonym for spirit, a synonym for God. This is the truth. And that truth is represented as each one of us, as our own individual consciousness. That truth is the truth about each person watching this video right now. Whether we're always aware of it, whether we're in touch with it or not, it is the truth of our being in this moment. And so we just release, we let go, we allow this power to overtake our sense of smallness or our sense of limitation, and we allow it to rise up within us as the activity of our awareness. Just feel that, friends. Feel that awakening happening within you. Feel that spiritual quality of renewal, of joy, of peace, of abundance. We don't have to beg for it. We don't have to seek it in some mysterious place on the planet. One of the great metaphysical principles is that not only is God everywhere, but the fullness, the full capacity of everything that is possible in spirit is available at every point in creation in its fullness. It is not somewhere else. And so in this moment, we just speak this word for this group, knowing that all needs are met. We don't have to struggle, strain. We can let go into that holistic awareness in this moment, knowing peace is, joy is, healing is, abundance is. Spirit, it cannot be doing anything different than Spirit is doing. In an hour, in a month, in a year, in 5 years, Spirit will continuously be doing what Spirit is, and that is simply peace, joy, abundance, all needs met. The sooner we tune our awareness in and abide by the principles of this infinite spiritual power, which is silence, meditation, prayer, affirmative prayer, stillness, being open, being available, we increase our receptivity. We increase our availability, and we allow that flow of miracles. We allow that flow of consciousness to happen in, through, and as us. Take a deep breath, friends, and if you're in vibrational harmony with what I've said, just repeating aloud or internally, and so it is. Okay, so now begins our practice period. So I encourage you to go out throughout the rest of the day, being aware. When am I in struggle? When am I in strain? How can I release even 1% more into a state of flow, into a state of allowing? If you don't know how to do that, then get out of your own way, distract yourself, do something else out of trying to make something happen, trying to make something manifest. And then when you come back to it, you'll be in a fresher mode of allowing. So friends, I do hope to be recording many more of these videos as the Spirit moves me. You can be on with me live if you want, or I hope to be responding more to comments or doing little bits of clearing work or intuitive guidance, those kinds of things into the future. But these videos should be archived on this page, on this site, so you can come back to them anytime. I know we have people all over the world on this page. So thanks for sharing this time with me, friends. Wishing you absolutely all the best. Till next time, peace and blessings. Bye-bye.